Hi, my name's Alec. I'm a 7th grader and I've been coming to club for 7 years. Ever wonder what happens in a Boys and Girls Club? You know, do they really make a difference? The types of programs inside a club might surprise you. Boys and Girls Clubs of Thurston County has 4 clubs located in Lacey, Tumwater, Rochester, and Olympia. The clubs provide a variety of activities including homework assistance, performing arts opportunities, help with reading, health education, computer training, character and leadership activities, and sports programs for every child interested in participating. Sure, it looks like kids are just having fun, but it turns out it's a lot more than that. Each program area focuses on what the clubs call a youth development strategy, making every child feel like they belong, are useful, and have a voice. By now you probably heard that there's a new club being planned for Olympia. That's because there's a big need to help more kids on Olympia's west side. The plans are to build the new club on the campus of Garfield Elementary School because there are more than 3,000 kids and the majority of the school district's low-income students live in this neighborhood. The plans for the new club are awesome. It's 20,000 square feet and has an educational and technology center, a games room, a teen center, an art studio, classrooms, and a full-size gym. There's even a kitchen for healthy meals and snacks. Kids love snacks. I can't wait for the new club, but I'm not the only one. Listen to what some adults in town are saying.
So when I think about all of the things that this community could do for kids, I can't think of one thing that would be more exciting, more value added than having a Boys and Girls Club at Garfield Elementary. As educators, we are often concerned about the amount of unsupervised screen time and couch potato time that our kids engage in, and certainly a Boys and Girls Club would be one great solution for that problem.
You know, why the west side of Olympia for the Boys and Girls Club? Well, it was a pretty easy decision, and the decision was around the idea of where is the biggest need. And at Garfield Elementary, there's 300 to 400 students who are on free and reduced lunch. I believe it's about 57%. It's a tremendous need. And so that's where we focused because we want to make the biggest impact in that area.
We know as a school community we have to give up a little something in order to get something that's a wonderful opportunity for kids. And I really think that our community sees in that way. They know they're going to have to give up a little campus space, for example, but what we're going to get for that sacrifice is of such tremendous benefit to kids that it's a sacrifice we would gladly engage in.
I think as a community we need to share space. And so where I live in an apartment bottom unit. My green space is the back of a garage. So my kids need to go to a different place to be able to play. Sometimes it's Jaeger Park. But I think with the new facility, hopefully that will be going up, there will be more space for more children. And I think hopefully the community will understand it, and in the end result will be positive young people who are making an impact on the community. And that's where the Boys and Girls Club, I think, can be a big part.
I was so fortunate as a young girl to have my father worked and my mother stayed at home, and when I came home from school there was snacks ready for me, a big hug and a kiss, and help with my homework. And as I got more involved in the community, I found that that's not the typical household anymore, and so I wanted to be part of making a difference.
I've been a police officer for over 26 years, and I've seen and been around Boys and Girls Clubs during all that time period, and certainly here in Olympia there's a great need to have the club available to them. We have a number of young people that are at risk. They're at risk for delinquent behavior, they're at risk for health issues, and in a number of other ways, gangs, criminal behavior, being exposed to things that put them at grave risk and put them at risk of being a victim of a crime. The opportunities they will get in the Boys and Girls Club will help provide a solid base for them to grow and to be safe.
One of the greatest things America can do right now is to create more structures like the Boys and Girls Club, safe places for kids to be after school. We know that from 3 to 6, kids are getting into a lot of trouble, and it's not, I don't believe it's because they're bad kids. I believe it's because they need that place to belong. And so they'll find it wherever they need to, whether it's in a gang, whether it's on a street corner smoking weed, whether it's whatever. You can fill in the blank there. But I really believe for parents, we need to recognize that we do need help, and that there are great people out there and great models out there. And Boys and Girls Club is a great model of that extension of family, of loving arms to love kids, whoever they may be, black, white, Asian, Latino, Native American, poor, rich. We all need that support.
What would have happened to the young woman who her mother had cancer and she didn't have a resource to go to? What would have happened to the young girl who had a devastating loss in her family just overnight? Those are the kind of things that I think about, and I think the Boys and Girls Club are there. Kids can go, they can step through those doors and have a welcome, a hug, mentoring, and I think it would be a huge loss if 11 years ago people didn't step up and put together the funding to open the first Boys and Girls Club in Tumwater. And we have an opportunity now to bring in the 4th full club in Olympia, and it's exciting, and it would be a shame if we couldn't do that for the kids of Olympia.
You know, when I think of opportunity, I think of opportunity for these kids to maybe have a new beginning, have a new start, have new mentors, have doors open to them that were closed from other aspects of their life. Opportunity to make choices, hopefully positive choices, an opportunity to maybe advance themselves personally, educationally, and ultimately an opportunity to give back, an opportunity to be a positive adult in whatever community you end up being part of, but an opportunity to realize, you know what, this is a wonderful thing, and that's what the club does. Whatever building you go into, whatever colors on the wall, whatever staff is there, it's providing an opportunity for these kids, and that's why it's important.
I really believe we need more than one club, but we have to start with the one. If we think about the starfish story, where there's a guy on the beach and he's throwing starfish one by one into the ocean, and someone comes up and sees him and says, "You can't possibly save them all, why bother?" And he says, "Well, there's another one who's saved." I think about that one club, and we have to start there. We have to start with the thing we can do and build from there. We can't say, well, we can't save them all, so let's not save any. And so in my mind, it's such a logical next step. We've got to build one more club. We have to impact 500 to 1,000 more kids, and let that be the beginning. We've got to build more, and let's start here in Olympia.
Thanks for watching. Having a new Boys and Girls Club in Olympia is going to be great, right guys?
Let's build another